Hey everyone and welcome back. Today's video is another makeup declutter, and today we are working on cream blushes. Yes, so these are my cream blushes. I will link down below the other makeup declutter videos I've done as well as the sample declutter videos, but for now this is what we're gonna work on. So as you can see, the majority of my cream blushes are from ColourPop. I do love ColourPop. I think they are a great product for the price. I think the quality is really good. If you're new to my channel, I have picked out, or I'm involved in a 2016 makeup use-up collab where at the beginning of the year, excuse me, I picked out certain items from each makeup category that I wanted to focus on and work on through the year to go ahead and work through and get rid of, or go through as far as my stash. So I will start with the 4 colors that I picked out for my blushes. And that is these 4 right here. And if you've been following my channel, when I talk about cream products as far as cheek products, you will know that most of these, if not all of them, I'm probably going to go ahead and just do away with, because I sort of knew from the beginning that I'm not really a big cream cheek person. I prefer powder more, but obviously since I have these, I wanted to work through them. Being now 8 months into this project, it was a huge confirmation that I really am not a cream cheek person at all. The highlights I don't mind as much, although I don't need all the cream highlighters that I have, because again, I do prefer the powder ones. But the cheek, as far as like blushes, they're just not for me. They're just not for me. And again, it has nothing to do with the quality or how they wear, because these do really wear very well. In fact, they wear so well on me that I really don't even need to go on top with a powder like blush. When I put these on, because they dry sort of like a powder on my skin, I really don't need to top it with anything. So they do last long on me. It's just I prefer the powder better. So with that long intro, let's get started. So these are the 4 I'm keeping because again, they're in you know, my yearly use up collab. So this is in Prenup. Now if you also want to see swatches, I will link down the video where I did do the, you know, swatches to each of these ColourPop shades. But this is Prenup. So this is going to obviously be in the keep pile. This is Thumper. And this is going to stay. I'm just trying to see, hopefully you can see that. I don't know if the light is. This is Trickery. And this is more of, I use this for, not as far as blush, this is an aphrodisiac, but I do use this for like a cream contouring. So that is this one right here. Now I've had these for, I think it's supposed to be, I think you're supposed to keep them for 6 months, I think, 6-8 months. I've had them over a year. They're, you know, these ones obviously because I've been using, they're getting a little bit dry, but still where I can use them. This one is probably on its way out the most because there's not a lot in there, so there's more air that gets to it. So it is getting a little bit more crumbly, but I can still wear it. I just got to use them more with, you know, my fingers now than with a brush. But I mean, as far as you only have them for 6 months, as far as my case, that hasn't been the case. They've been over a year and they still work fine. The next ColourPop ones that we have are Birthday Suit. And that is this shade right here. And this one, I'm just going to mostly go ahead and pass along. So this will get passed along. This is is it Mochi? Machi? One of those. That is this one right here. Gonna get passed along. This one is in Early Bird. Passed along. This one is in Bonus. Pass along. This was in quarters. And again, I'm going to pass this one along. And again, for the price, I think the blushes are, I think they're $8 a piece. I believe that's what they are. This is in between the sheets. I mean, again, I think if you like cream products, I would definitely try out ColourPop. I mean, like I said, it wears great. They blend good. They're very buildable. Again, it's just a personal preference. I just don't like cream blushes. This is Pegacorn. Passing that one. This is Tonic. Passing this one too. And I did go ahead and pass them along to a friend that wanted to try some ColourPop cheek products, but wasn't able to get them where she lives. I believe I think I sent her 3, 4. This is Cheerio, and she's enjoying them, so I'm glad that somebody's getting use out of them. This is a beautiful shade. Again, it's still very nice and creamy. They blend really nice. This is a very pretty fall color. This is in Swift. This would be more of like a contouring color for me. And this last one is in Homey. And passing this one along too. I just, again, much prefer my powders to these creams. So that's it for those. So I'm sure at the end of this year, if I have not finished these, then these are probably just going to get tossed because I've gotten my money's worth out of them. I mean, some of them are obviously almost done, or these two are basically almost done. So yeah, so after this year, I'll probably go ahead and get rid of these, but these I will give to others. So this next one is the Maybelline Dream Bouncy Blush in the color Rose Petal. I've had this for a long time. Again, I just am not a fan of this cream blush. And I'm actually not a fan of this one really, period. I don't think I ever really like this one. At least the ColourPop ones, I mean, I like the way that they wear and everything like that. These are just, I don't know, I'm just not a huge fan of. So I think it's just time to say goodbye. That one's just gonna go in the trash. This Benefit Majorette. Again, I really haven't used it too much. I mean, it's still nice and smooth, but it's just not my thing. So, passing that along. This is the Sigma Bliss Shimmer Cream, or Shimmer Cream in Bliss. This is more like a smoother texture, like more of a cream. Where that one, the other one's dry into like more of a powder. But getting rid of this. The only one I think I'll keep is this MAC one, just so I can go ahead and back to MAC it. I think you can go back to MAC these, but this is something special, and I've gotten a lot of use out of this. I mean, I've had this in several projects. So this one, I'd like to try to finish if I can, but if not, at least I could just back to MAC it. But that is something special, and it is a pretty color. So I started out with 19, and I am only keeping 5. So these 5 I'm keeping. These 4 after the year is up will probably get tossed. And something special from MAC, I will go ahead and try to use up more now that we're even getting into the fall, and then maybe just back to MAC it. So getting rid of 14 and keeping 5 for right now. This is probably, I think, the best declutter I've done so far, because basically at the end of the year, I'll have no cream blushes, which I'm fine with. It's just, again, doing these challenges, and that's why I always really encourage to do these project pans, Because when you first get into makeup, like I did, you want to get everything, you want to buy everything, you do buy everything, and not really knowing what you really like or not. And again, it has nothing to say about the product because it is a great product, it's a great brand. I do have other ColourPop stuff that I love, that I wear. But as far as the cream blushes, I just know now that they're not my thing. So I will probably never buy a cream blush unless my skin changes or I change, in the future, as far as my thoughts on it. But right now, it's just not for me. So I don't want to hold them onto them when I'm not using them. I'd rather somebody else get a use out of it while they can. And yeah, that's that. So I thank you guys for watching. I will be back with, I think, the powder blushes next. Or maybe I'll just stick with ColourPop and do highlighters maybe next. But anyway. Check out the links below for the other videos, and we'll see you in the next video. Have a blessed day, guys. Bye.